So today we are taking a look at Winnie's Hollywood Villa. This was part of the XDX drop on February 13th from the Sims team. It's free content. So this is the house that Max has shared on the Sims 4 gallery. It's not a bad house by any means, but it's unfurnished, shared to the gallery. The roof is a bit of a mess. There's like a bajillion pieces. The floor plan is kind of tiny and weird. So we're going to renovate it and make it a nice, livable 1-bedroom, 2-bath home. So first off is to fix the mess of the roof. It was just in a bunch of pieces, and yeah. Also, I noticed that the front of the house, this, like, if you look right now at the front door, that's not accessible by Sims. There's no staircase there, and it doesn't work because there's platform on top of foundation, and it's just too high for Sims to actually walk up. So the version they shared to the gallery really isn't functional. I mean, it's easily fixable for sure, but you know. Also, it took me a while to find the actual lot that they built and shared this house on, but it's this lot located here in Willow Creek. It's a 50 by 50 lot. So it's not a bad place. I think it's got great views and scenery all around, including like some of the water area, in Willow Creek. So it's a really nice location. I did keep the original shape of the fake garage. They used spa day, windows to make it look like a garage door, and I kept that going. I did change the floor plan quite a bit. I do realize this was like a Simified version of her real like Hollywood home. So this was made to kind of look like her actual real life home, but I changed it up quite a bit. So I don't know. It was just fun to renovate it, come up with something different, fix the floor plan, fix the hole in the ceiling, and just do something that, I don't know, I like, but it's also very like playable too. Not to say that I didn't like the original house. It would have just been, I think, difficult to furnish it considering like how tiny it was. So adding some more space, fixing the roof, and you know, making it nicer is just, I actually quite enjoy that. So I like a good renovation. So yeah, we are putting a new roof together. I did an interesting shape and a bunch of different pieces here, but less of a mess of pieces. I did something interesting with the front there. It kind of extends out longer than the rest of the house, just to create some attention to the front door area. Originally, I was going to do railings back here, and then I thought, let's just go half wall. It's cleaner, neater. We get rid of the iron fencing that was kind of in the middle of half walls. Again, that's based on her real life house. So you can find the original house that Maxis created on their Maxis page on the gallery. It's just Maxis is their EID. You can find the original house there if you want to take a go at it. It's quite fun. Also, here is my version that's available on the Sims 4 gallery. I named it the same. It's Winnie's Hollywood Villa, but it's my renovated and fully furnished version. I used 12 packs, and again, it's 1 bed, 2 bathroom, and it's 133,143 simoleons. We do have a small home gym. It's basically just a treadmill stuffed in the garage area. There's also laundry. There's an outdoor sauna. There's a spa, of course, which was also much like the XDX drop trailer. Not exactly how it looked. I tried to like mirror it closely, but it was kind of hard to see it. I don't know. Like, you couldn't see everything, so you kind of just had to use your imagination and create the rest of the pieces. The same goes for the bedroom. Like, I don't know how exactly they managed to create such like a nice bedroom area that they showcased in the trailer. Like, I was just like, how did they do that with this floor plan? That just makes no sense. Like, especially the original house. Like, it's like I was staring at it and I'm just like, how did they... I kind of feel like that was like a room somewhere else. Like that they showed like with the fireplace and the Glam table and everything, because there's no way it would have fit in the shape of the original house. I just couldn't. I'm staring at it like I don't get it. I don't know where they would have put it. So I guess it kind of makes sense as to why they left it an unfurnished shell, if you will. Also, I decided to close off the back of the house with a giant, well, originally it was going to be a sliding glass door, but I swapped it out for base game double doors and kind of made it go the whole length of the wall. Just because when they left it open with like the columns and like the decorative little piece, the frieze or trim or whatever you want to call it, it just created weird lighting on the inside of the house, like both floors. So I thought we really need to fix that. So by having the room open to the outside, it just created that weird like purpley blue hue lighting that nobody likes. And that's because, you know, it's open to the outside. It's like, uh-oh, something's like, there's a hole somewhere, either the wall or the ceiling. So yeah, we're putting the kitchen together. I managed to catch a glimpse like when they're showing like the backyard in the trailer, and it looked like the kitchen was in the exact spot that I put it. It looked like there was a small island there, and then the living room is where this wall of double doors is and this beautiful fireplace. The spa will be off the kitchen, and then there's this like narrow little like 2x2 room that becomes like an entranceway into a first floor bathroom. It kind of goes behind the stairs here. And then we have a dining room out front, which is absolutely stunning. I have to say, I love, love, love how this house turned out, like with the bright whites and just the luxury Hollywood celebrity home feel. It was actually very fun to do and to use some of the different packs, including the, well, I used Home Chef Hustle for the kitchen, the Glamour, no, not Glamour. Gosh, what is it called? It's the most recent like Glamour luxury one that has some of the nice items like the bed and stuff when we get to the bedroom. I'm drawing a blank on the name. There's just so many kits and packs. It's hard to keep track. And they're also similarly named too. So apologies if I totally got it wrong. Also, there's another one that I used too. It wasn't vampires like I originally thought that was originally required. It's like another, like, gosh, I can't remember that name either. It kind of looks like a vampire pack, or maybe not, but like it has like a tux, or at least a part of a tux for the icon. Again, there's so many kits and packs. I'm sorry. But the gallery will tell you like what packs and stuff you need. But we're putting together the beautiful dining room, and for the first time ever, I've used these like live decorative plant walls. I think they're eco lifestyle, eco living. And yeah, I've never really used those before. We do some like fake non-functional storage along the wall, and I place some different objects and decorations on it, a record player over there. And then I decide to, as a finishing touch, I'll come back and I will shove a table like into the storage, which creates like this like little legs below to make it look like it's actually sitting there and not just like hanging and suspending off the wall. I think this dining room is like my favorite room of the house, next to like the master bedroom and maybe the office. Like they're my 3 favorite rooms so far. I mean, spa's all right too. Spa's not bad. I do like this front little entryway table, just kind of put some clutter down to make it look like you just drop your keys or your purse or whatever. I mean, it is for Winnie Harlow, so she is the sim that I will play with in this house because it is technically her house. I mean, it's no longer based on a real life house, unfortunately, because I renovated it to something that I kind of feel like it should look like, but that's just my thing. I mean, this, again, it's supposed to be based on a real life house, but this is not like her real life house. I kind of just did my own interpretation of it, but yeah, so we're kind of fixing up the backyard here. I decided to put a bar here. They showed in the trailer like a bar off to the one side, but I thought it made more sense like here, and then having the giant eating table right there as well, rather than kind of floating out in the middle of the yard. There are these 2 nice seating areas. We do get rid of one, and we do put the other under like a open roof thing over by the outdoor sauna. And again, that's not part of the original build. That's just something I added because I was originally thinking like, oh, we should do like a pool house and stuff and a bar out here. But I'm like, no, let's just put the sauna out there because we have the spa going in right now. And the sauna would be a nice element to have. And, you know, why do you need a bar outside? Well, we already have a bar outside, so why do we need another one? Basically, is what I was going at. Like, I don't think we need 2 bars because there's already the one over by like where the table and chairs were. near like the back door. So it's like, yeah, we don't need another bar out here. So yeah, just kind of filling in the spot. It took me forever to find the decorative like shelves from Spa Day that have like the items on it. I was like, where are those? Like I couldn't find it. So then I ended up just removing all the packs that I was filtering by and just, you know, grabbing Spa Day stuff. And yeah, I finally found them. Boy, they're really hard to find. I found the empty ones, but I wanted the ones that had like the items on it already. We're putting some spa-related clutter items down and around just to kind of make it look like it's, you know, used and stuff, even though Sims don't really like use that, so to speak. And just like a decorative table here with some more spa-related clutter. And we have like the nail and like foot massagey kind of table over on the, or chair rather, on the, tucked in the corner. And now we're putting in the laundry. I did a washer, a dryer, and then like a laundry room sink, and there will be some clutter that goes in later on that open cabinet. That way Sims don't come in and put like plates down or something like that in the fake garage. Now we're doing the downstairs bathroom. This is one of 2 bathrooms in the house. So this one's more of like a black and stone theme. Very nice, I think. It's very luxurious. Goes well with the main like living space as well, tying in the black accents, black lighting, black trim. Like it's a very nice bathroom, I think. Very pretty. You get to it through this like little tiny room behind the staircase. And yeah, I mean, maybe that's a little odd, but I thought it was okay. You know, it's a little strange, but yeah, it works. It's fine. It doesn't need to be anything more than that. It's just kind of like a little hallway or corridor, but I didn't want it like open because you have the nice, beautiful grand piano up there. So I did use a platform to kind of elevate up and put some stairs down so you can get out to the side balcony off the primary bedroom where you're now putting together the Glam table. I did use some inspiration from the trailer. They kind of used these like vertical Spa Day lights around the Glam table that they made, but I actually shrunk them down to be really small and kind of put them alongside the mirror. I think it looks quite cool. It creates this unique effect of lighting and it makes it feel more like a proper makeup table. I was going to do the 3 mirror thing again, and then I remembered in the XDX trailer, they had like the mirror with the picture there. So I kind of wanted to recreate that a little bit. And then I found these interesting llama lampshade lamps. They're kind of small, but it looked like they sized them up in the trailer. So I did the same. And I used, I believe, 2 of them. We put one there and then one over like by the door to this side balcony off the primary bedroom. But yeah, those are cool. Something I've never really used before. I didn't even know that actually exists. Now we're doing some wallpaper, and I decided to go for a gray in here instead of like a white like the rest of the house. I was like, as you saw briefly, looking at like white and gold, but then I'm like, no, because we already used like the white swatch downstairs and it's just a lot of white. I wanted something different in the primary or only bedroom of the house. I mean, if you needed an extra bedroom, you could easily convert the office, but wait until you get to the office. The office is absolutely beautiful. So this house is mainly just for like 2 Sims, really, you know. That's it. But again, if you really needed the space, you could, you know, do that. It's just, yeah, it's a really nice office space too. And I thought that was kind of important as well. This is the primary ensuite. So we have a sink, toilet, shower, and a tub, and everything is just nicely placed, and it is what it is. It doesn't have to be super like big or fancy or luxurious. It's just a bathroom after all. And now we're putting some more clutter on the Glam table. And I do come back and put some more things around and trying to find some like decorative plants here that I kind of like that fit better with the overall feel of the bedroom. I did go for a hexagonal gray wood flooring. I believe that's another eco lifestyle, eco living flooring, but I thought that was kind of cool. I was originally thinking of going with like white carpet, and then I'm like, I don't know, I kind of just want to stick with hardwood, and then we can like layer the glamorous rugs or is it Modern Luxe? That's it, Modern Luxe. I just thought of the name. So the Modern Luxe kit. Yeah, that's where those rugs are from, and most of the like items, like the living room furniture, most of the primary bedroom. We're now doing the like hallway down to the first floor. I took this, I believe that light is from Growing Together. And I kind of sized it down to make it a little bit smaller to fit kind of nicer in this little like hallway area. And I kept it pretty simple out here. I do come back and change that picture later on the wall to a different painting. But I just kept like a decorative vase, and then we have like some decorative plants. But the office is now going together, which again, this place is beautiful. I borrowed the same kind of idea from the dining room and kind of tucked some tables down into the fake storage units. But then some of the items were actually snapping to the tables through it. And I'm like, oh, this isn't going to work. So I had to move the tables out briefly just to be able to place some items on top of the storage for decorative purposes. And then I found some other clutter. So I quickly went to go place that in the master and then came back to finish up the office. But very cute office, I think. I actually really like it. Along with the dining room. It's just such a beautiful little, it's actually just a really beautiful house, I think. Had some trouble placing the curtain things because of the windows, so you just have to kind of shuffle the windows around. We also do change out that like decorative drapey thing that's behind the bust on the pedestal with a different painting as well later on. I come back to the kitchen and I kind of sized down some of the plates to make them look like tiny little plates or bowls, but they kept disappearing, so I just moved them to the other side. And then we do add in some shelving from the Home Chef Hustle kit in the kitchen because I felt that wall like off to the left of the stove was kind of just bare and it needed something else. So we're now in the backyard fixing this up. I got rid of most of the landscaping. They used like sized down trees, which created an interesting look, I have to say. It was like almost like they were like mini bushes or something, but I didn't like it. So we did something a little bit more like that kind of ties in with the location of the world, and also just, I don't know, it just feels a little more put together. Having flowers and different flowering bushes and things. And I did a nice feature with the pool. It seemed like they had like a shallow like fountain to make it look like a hot tub off the one side, but like it wasn't like, obviously your Sims wouldn't be able to use that. So I decided to make a little strip of fountains, and then I made 3 planter boxes that are actually sunken into the ground. And they will have like these beautiful flowering bushes. It's supposed to be a feature of the backyard. I think it's actually really pretty in the end once you see it with like all the landscaping and stuff. But I also did borrow the same kind of idea where they had the like tile squares through most of the backyard. I didn't like that they used like bathroom tile. They used like this beigey tan bathroom tile outside, and I was like, oh, why not just use like the sidewalk slabs or the concrete? That would have looked a little nicer, but oh well. So I used this nice, beautiful gray stone and made it look a bit more luxury. And then I kept with a similar style, but just not big squares, kind of like thin strips out of the back door area. And we do make a little like flower box over here that goes behind the lounger chairs, and we continue the fence around the side and a bit out the front here just to kind of create a nice little curb appeal approach. We do fix up the side entryway. They had it like very narrow and very close to the house, so I thought I would give it some space away from the house and also make it like, instead of 1 tile wide, it'd be 2 tiles wide to get into the backyard from the side. I also just realized I never did place a trash can. So whoops, there's no interior trash can, there's no exterior trash can. So I do apologize for that, but that's something that you can easily add somewhere, anywhere in the house. When you do place it and play, I just realized it's like, oh, I didn't like create an area for that. I just remembered. I guess I could have went in the garage. That's probably a good spot to put it. I would just put it in the garage with like the laundry and like the little gym treadmill thing. That's probably a good place, because then it's out of the way. You don't have to have it in your front yard, and it kind of works. We are placing a debug convertible, or at least we will. I was looking for the orange one, and it took me a while to find it, but I did finally find the orange one, and I'm like, oh, there it is. Like there's an orange and a red one. But I came back to that. I wanted to kind of start some of the landscaping in the backyard. So I used these beautiful flowers, and there goes the convertible. Again, just decorative. It's not functional, but I thought it was nice to have that car there, just to kind of make it feel like somebody lives here, because I mean, somebody does. It's Winnie Harlow, so she lives here. I decided to swap out the tall bushes for these like smaller green hedges, and I changed the like oddly shaped hedges on the front with, again, the same kind of green hedging, and kind of continued it around the side of the house here by the spa. It just makes it look more nice and more manicured, I think, rather than having those weirdly, I don't know, I don't even know what shape those would be. I'm trying to think right now and I can't think, but those weird like shrubs, they just look too artificial and not like very realistic. So it's kind of nice to have that. Also, we are lighting it up. I tucked lights pretty much in all of the like these potted plants. That way it kind of brings light to a lot of different areas without you actually having to see them. And I kind of tuck them in some of the landscaping as well. And we do some exterior lighting on the house. I think it brightens it up nice, and actually quite a bit. And this is the outdoor sauna. Not much in here. It's literally just the sauna itself. It's basically a sauna room. It's very dark and very moody at night when it's dark. And then I remembered I did not place light switches around anywhere. And then I was like, whoa, the office is very dark. So I forgot lighting in the office, but we put a lamp on the bookshelf, sized down just one little notch, and then a ceiling light. But I'm just continuing the light switches just for realism. I kind of forget that they're there, because like we don't really ever, or we never really did have them from the beginning. So it's kind of like, and Sims don't use them. They're just purely decorative. But I want to make it a point to kind of start putting those in builds, just because it adds to the realism of the house, and when you can kind of like turn lights on. We do put a nice fountain feature over here. I thought that was kind of nice to have behind the bar and the eating table outside. And we will come back and landscape around it and make it look kind of nice. I'm just kind of tying in a little bit with the surroundings, the landscaping here. It took me forever to find some flowers to kind of stick in there that kind of matched the flowers from the world there off to the left. But I finally found something that's very close, or pretty much dead on as to what's there. So just kind of making a little area over here out front. It does kind of extend off the lot a little bit, but that's fine. I think it's nice because it kind of helps continue some of the landscaping that comes up to like the driveway of the house, which you can't edit that anyway. It's just part of the world. So, and we do these nice flowering tree, shrub, bushes kind of thing. I think they're nice. They're also surrounding the lot and the world itself. So it's nice to kind of continue some of that landscaping and make it feel very cohesive and very nice. And now we're doing landscaping around this beautiful outdoor fountain. I was going to do like hedges around it. And then I'm like, no, let's just continue on with the nice, you know, flowers and stuff. So this is the original, if you don't remember what it looks like, or the before, if you will. It was very weird, especially the backyard. There was like a platform off the one side, and I don't know, it seemed very kind of rushed. So this is the new backyard and the after side of the house. You saw the front of the house, and now this is the floor plan that I came up with. Again, there's no floor plan inside the house, so it's basically my own kind of vision. And it's a 1-bed, 2-bath home with outdoor sauna. You have the gym, spa, office, outdoor pool. It's really lovely. I love this dining room so much. I just love how the light comes in the windows, and it's just so bright and white, but I like the black accents and the white. Everything just goes together so well. You have a marble staircase over there, a grand piano, the kitchen, you can see the shelving there, the fireplace. I did make sure she lit the fireplace before I took screenshots. Sometimes I do that and sometimes I don't. This is the garage / laundry, which is also where the home gym is, which is literally just a treadmill, but it still works, still counts as fitness. This is the home spa. Again, I kind of mirrored a little bit out of the trailer, but you couldn't see the whole like spa space. It was just a very quick glimpse. So I kind of came up with my own little version. This is the first floor bathroom and it has a great view of the yard. This is the upstairs hallway area. And then we go into the beautiful office. Like that's just amazing. But again, you could easily convert this into a bedroom should you need it. Kind of shuffle some stuff around and put a bed in there if you want. This is the primary bedroom. You can kind of see it's very pretty. You got a like shelving unit over there. And this is the Glam table. Very nice, I think. This is the primary ensuite bathroom. And then we go out to the side patio off of the primary bedroom. And then this is the outdoor sauna. Very dark and moody, but that's the point. It's supposed to be relaxing. And then we take a tour of the backyard. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this little renovation of Winnie's Hollywood Villa. You can find it on the Sims 4 gallery. And that's all I had for this video. So I do thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.